Hi, I'm Jeff Scott from Sussex Installations Team Limited, and I'm here to talk to you today about catalytic converter theft protection and what you can do to reduce your vulnerability or your business's vulnerability from being caught out by this crime, which is really inconvenient and costly, or it definitely can be anyway. One example I've got here is this is a Ford Transit 2003, for example, and the accessibility of the catalytic converter underneath and like the height of which the vehicle is from the ground makes theft of the catalytic converter using a tool such as one of these reciprocating saws just something that's just really too simple and too tempting and easy for these thieves to just pass up the opportunity. So you can jump straight underneath the vehicle, you're able to lay down underneath the vehicle, there's no need for a jack or anything like that, and you can see that is the catalytic converter there, which contains these precious metals, including platinum. With a regular battery reciprocating saw, literally would be easy enough so that the catalytic converter could be cut from here sort of within seconds, and that would leave the vehicle in a position where it's not able to be used for business or for work, and leave the owner of the vehicle or the business owner of perhaps even multiple vehicles, we hear of like 20 or 30 of these being done at the same time, completely out of pocket. It could be between £300 and £2,000 per vehicle for the catalytic converter, and I've heard stories where they've been on back order at the dealer for literally like 3 months, so vehicles being off the road day after day as a result of this theft. So it can really cripple a business. So make sure you protect your business's investment and your vehicle, especially if you've got one of these higher vehicles like a camper van or a Ford Transit, a Mercedes Sprinter, any one of these larger type vehicles where you can just get on the underneath the vehicle and remove these catalytic converters. I'm here with Dean Archer from ARS Recovery, and we're going to talk a little bit more about catalytic converter theft protection and what you can do to prevent it, and just give you a bit more of an insight into the situation. Now Dean, he's as honest as they come. Hey Dean, how's it going?
Jeff, not so bad, thank you.
But there are many unscrupulous recovery drivers who would deal in scrap metal or scrap metal dealers. So let's hear from Dean now and see what he's got to say. So, show us, Dean, what have you got here? You've got some catalytic converters to show us.
I've got 3 here that I've taken off the last 3 cars that I've scrapped. This one's off a Mitsubishi FTO. I've got one off a Saab there and one off a Vauxhall Corsa.
So this one is a Saab and this one is a Vauxhall Corsa. And what are these worth to you?
I mean, there's platinum inside each of these catalytic converters, so that is where the money is. I mean, they can range anything from like £20 to £30, right up to £150 to £200 each, depending on the gradient.
So if someone has gone along and taken 20 or 30 of these catalytic converters off in one night, they could be making a fortune.
Happen. Yes, they do. Right, so I'm underneath the vehicle now. I'm just literally going to chop there and take the catalytic converter off, show you how easy it is to be stolen. And that one there is worth about £25. Not a lot really, but that's minimal for something like that size.
So here we now have a car, the cat's been removed from it, so whether that was like your vehicle that's had the cat stolen, you're not actually going to really know any difference because visually it looks the same. The first thing that's going to come to light that you're going to realise that this cat has been stolen is when you go to start it up. So if we just bring in Dino here and we'll get Dino to start this car up and drive away, and let's see what happens. I'm here with a Mercedes Sprinter 2006, and this Mercedes Sprinter is one that is very vulnerable to having its catalytic converter removed. It seems that the way that they mostly access this is by popping the quarter light window to the side, reaching a hand through, opening up the bonnet, and then going underneath the bonnet and unbolting the top bracket for the catalytic converter, which you may be able to see just under there. Then they go to the underneath and remove some more of the exhaust underneath. Another mounting part, and extract the exhaust out with both the catalytic converter and the DPF filter on there as well. So that can be a really costly replacement for the vehicle owner. Now what we're going to do to address this today is we're going to use the cat lock product to secure this catalytic converter up. And if I just show you now, that's the parts that we're going to be fitting. And I'll come back and I'll show you those parts once I've finished with the installation. So stay tuned. So there's the security etching system which has been etched onto the DPF filter. There's the cat lock chained into place. There's the metal bracketing around the actual cat lock. I haven't undone the shear off bolts yet. I'm just going to have a check over just to make sure there's no rattles and that everything's good. And here is the vulnerable clamp, which I've just removed the standard bolt, and I'm replacing that one with a security bolt. So that's what's going to go inside there now. So I do that up. I'll do the test out, make sure there's no rattles, make sure everything's good, and then we'll go ahead and break off the shear bolts and leave this nice and secure. Okay, so that's a successful test. The cat lock is fitted to this vehicle. The catalytic converter is now nice and secure from attack. We've got the shear bolts all broken off. We've got the etching on the DPF filter, and we've got the clamp using the security bolt. So hopefully this vehicle won't even get as far as having its windows broken, because I've also applied the window stickers as well, the cat lock worn away stickers. So this is a vehicle that's secure. Go to the website www.sussexinstallations.co.uk and find out what we can do for your vehicle. Thanks for watching.